Hello everyone, this is Al Red Sox Fan coming to you from Al Red Sox Fan YouTube station, and we're going to continue with our 1976 Mark the Bird Fidrych retro replay using PureSim's Baseball. Again, PureSim Baseball is a free baseball game. I've provided the link below. I suggest if you're able to, check it out and download it. Once again, this is PureSim Baseball, link provided below. It's a free game and it's a pretty good one. So in today's matchup from 1976, we're going to have Mark the Bird Fidrych taking on the Minnesota Twins and Bill Singer. In the retro replay right now, Mark Fidrych a little behind schedule, 2 wins, 4 losses, earned run average of 3. And Bill Singer for the Minnesota Twins, 9-4 with a 2.62 earned run average. In actuality, for the year, Mark the Bird Fidrych would win the American League Rookie of the Year, 19 wins, 9 losses, ERA 2.34. We've had a few tough luck losses in a row now. So let's go to the preview. I've also provided a link below if you want to follow along with what Mark the Bird Fidrych actually did from baseballreference.com. So let's go to the lineups here. For the visiting Detroit Tigers, leading off Ron LaFleur. Batting second, Tom Verizor, playing shortstop. LaFleur would be in center field. Batting third, the left fielder, Dan Meyer. Batting fourth, La Grande à l'Orange, Rusty Staub in right field. Batting fifth, the first baseman, Jason Thompson. Batting sixth, the designated hitter, Alex Johnson. Batting seventh, the third baseman, Aurelio Rodriguez. Batting eighth, the second baseman, Pedro Garcia. Batting ninth, Mark the Bird Fidrych's personal catcher, Bruce Kim. For the hometown Minnesota Twins, leading off in right field, Lyman Bostock. Batting second, the designated hitter, Steve Braun. Batting third, the first baseman, Rod Carew. Batting fourth, the catcher, Butch Weiniger. Batting fifth, the third baseman, Mike Kubbage. Batting sixth, the left fielder, Larry Heisel. Batting seventh, playing center field, Steve Bry. Batting eighth, the shortstop, Jerry Terrell. Batting ninth, playing second base, Bob Randall. Mark Fidrych will be on the mound. In this retro replay, he's 2 wins, 4 losses, earned run average of 3.00. On the mound for Minnesota, Bill Singer, 9-4 with a 2.62 earned run average. Detroit's record, 28 wins and 31 losses, trying to climb back to that 500 mark. Minnesota, 1 game worse, half game worse actually, 28 wins, 32 losses. PureSim Baseball prediction, Detroit 3, Minnesota 5. Let's move on to the ball game now. So the temperature at Metropolitan Stadium, 61 degrees. The date is June 20th, 1976. And the sky is clear and sunny. Wind in from center field at 11 miles per hour, so it might be tough hitting one out to straightaway center.
And the home of the brave.
So leading off for the Detroit Tigers, Ron LaFleur. LaFleur batting .281, 1 home run, 19 runs driven in. Singer on the mound, gets the sign, Weiniger. Here's the pitch to the leadoff batter, LaFleur. 0-1 count, LaFleur swings, grounds it back to Singer, who throws to Rod Carew, 1 away. Here comes Tom Verizor. Shortstop for the Tigers, 216, no home runs, 12 runs batted, and right-handed batter. Face the right-handed throwing Singer. Weiniger sets the target. Here's the pitch to Verizor. 1 out, no one on. 1-0 count. Verizor swings. The Fly ball out to right. Bostock's there and makes the catch. 2 up, 2 down. Minnesota fans loving it so far. Singer has a perfect game after 2 batters. Here comes the left-handed batting Meyer. Dan Meyer. Batting .267, no home runs, 11 runs driven in. 2 outs, no one on. Singer gets the sign. Here's the pitch to Meyer. Count is full. Ground ball to Covage at third. He throws to Carew. 1, 2, 3 go the Tigers. Go to the bottom of the first. No score. 2 up for the Twins. Bostock, Braun, and Carew. And here's Mark the Bird Fidrych. Goes out to the bird's nest, as we call it, for the bird. Talking to that baseball. His first batter he'll face is Lyman Bostic. Left-handed batter, .364, no home runs, 18 runs driven in. Behind the plate, Bruce Kim, the bird's personal catcher. Flashes the sign, the bird nods his head. The big wind-up and leg kick to Bostic. They're trying for a bunt hit. Bostic lays a bunt down. Lopez comes charging in and fires to Thompson at first. Out number 1. Nice play by Aurelio Rodriguez. Called him Lopez, I apologize. Here comes designated hitter Steve Braun. 304, 3 home runs, 27 runs driven. Another left-handed batter. Excellent eye, not much power. Kim sets the target. Here's the pitch by the bird. Braun swings at the first pitch. That's a pop-up. Kim and Rodriguez going for it. Who's going to get it? Rodriguez calls off Kim. He makes the catch for out number 2, so the third baseman makes the play. So 2 outs, base is empty, and here comes Rod Carew. Carew batting .299, 3 home runs, and 36 runs batted in. Switch hitter. Batting left-handed. Left-handed batter, excuse me. Which one? Here's the switch hitter. Excellent eye, above average power. Kim flashes the fingers. The bird's ready to rock and roll. Here's the pitch by Fidrych. 1-2 count. Carew swings. And that ball goes out to left. Myers there. He makes the catch. 1-2-3 go the Twins. Mark the Bird Fidrych comes bounding off the mound, leaping over the foul line into the dugout. 2 up for the Tigers in the top of the second. Rusty Staub, Jason Thompson, and Alex Johnson. So here comes La Grande à l'Orange, Rusty Staub. Staub batting .332, 7 home runs, 38 runs knocked in. Excellent contact hitter, above average power. Very good eye. He'll face Singer. Singer's ready to work. Here's the pitch to Staub. Staub swings at the first pitch, and that is a base hit right back up the middle past Terrell at short. Leadoff runner on. Staub, not much speed, 4 out of 10. Here comes the Tigers' first baseman, Jason Thompson, batting .222, 3 home runs, 12 runs driven in. Fairly good power, 7 out of 10. Very good eye. The Twinkies are going to look to try to turn 2 up the middle with Terrell and Randall. Here's the pitch to Thompson. 1 out, no outs. Runner at first. 1-2 count on Thompson, and he strikes out. Big swing and a miss. The fastball. It's only 85 miles per hour, but excellent movement. So 1 down, 1 on, and here comes the designated hitter, Alex Johnson. Johnson 271, a home run and 23 runs knocked in. Johnson will chase. Staub takes a lead. Singer looks to Carew at first. Now in at Wagner. Weiniger. Here's the pitch to Johnson. 1-1 count. Johnson swings. And he lines out to Larry Heisel in left. Johnson hit it hard, but right at Heisel. Staub retreats back to first base. 2 outs. Staub at first, and here comes Aurelio Rodriguez. Tigers third baseman, 259. 5 home runs, 26 runs driven in. You can get him to chase also. With 2 outs, Staub will be off on contact. Rodriguez awaits the Singer delivery, and here it is. 1-0 count. Rodriguez swings, grounds it past Cubbage, and Staub will hold. He will not challenge the arm of Larry Heisel, who's 7 out of 10. Staub will hold at second. So the Tigers playing some station-to-station baseball here. Staub at second, Rodriguez at first. And here comes Pedro Garcia. 223, 1 home run, 11 runs driven in. RBI opportunity here for Garcia. Singer and the Twins in a bit of a pickle. Butch Weiniger sets the target. 2 outs, 2 on. Here's the pitch to Garcia. Runners will be off on contact. Pedro 296, runners in scoring position. 1-2 count. And it's a... Oh! Jerry Terrell at short boots the ball. The soft liner, and he boots it. So that's an error on Terrell. Bases are loaded. And here comes the number 9 batter, Bruce Kim. Kim batting below 200, 188. 1 home run, 2 runs driven in. He is Mark the Bird Fidrych's personal catcher. He has a chance here to knock in some runs. Give his battery mate the early lead here in the top of the second. 2 outs, bases loaded, no place to put Mr. Kim. Singer on the mound, glares in at Weiniger. Here's the pitch to Kim. Kim swings at the first pitch.
Call 4. Take the base.
Actually, Kim walks. Have another cup of coffee out. So the Tigers take a 1-0 lead on the bases loaded walk on the 3-1 pitch. I saw the 0-0. That was the score. And the top of the order here comes Ron LaFleur. He's 0 for 1 today. LaFleur, chance to break this game open with 2 outs. Everyone's going to be going on contact. The windup and the pitch by Singer. LaFleur batting .320 with runners in scoring position. 3-1 count. And that ball's popped up. Who's going to call for it? And Singer makes the catch on the pop-up, so he gets out of the jam. He wiggles out of it. He only gives up 1 on the bases loaded walk. 1-0 Detroit. We go to the bottom of the second. 2 up for the Twins. Weiniger, Cubbage, and Heisel. To face Mark the Bird Fidrych back out on the mound. Fidrych doing a little landscaping with the dirt around the mound. Now he's ready. He's up on the mound. Toes the rubber. They'll face Butch Weiniger. Weiniger batting .266, 4 home runs, 23 runs batted in. Switch hitter batting lefty. Here's the pitch by Fidrych. 0-2 count on Weiniger. Ground ball. Thompson handles it himself and goes to the bag. 1 down. Fidrych has really good movement on his breaking pitch there. And here comes Mike Cubbage, third baseman for the Twins. Cubbage, .290, 1 home run, 13 runs driven in. Left-handed batter. Fidrych takes a deep breath, looks in at Kim. Here's the pitch to Cubbage, 1 out, no one on. 1-1 pitch, Cubbage swings. Ground ball to Verizon at short, over to Thompson. 2 down. That will bring up the left fielder for the Twins, Larry Heisel. 281, 7 home runs, 26 runs batted in. Fidrych looking for a 1-2-3 inning here. Heisel, right-handed batter. Kim flashes the fingers. Fidrych nods his head. Here's the pitch to Heisel. 2 outs, no one on. Bottom of the second, no 1-0. Ground ball to Rodriguez, over to Thompson. Side retired. We go to the top of the third. 1-0 Detroit. 2 up for the Tigers. Verizon, Meyer, and Staub. And they'll face Bob Singer, who's back out on the mound. Bill Singer. He looks like a Bob, though. Alright, so Verizon comes to the plate. Verizon's 0 for 1 today. Singer's ready. Here's the pitch to Verizon. 0-1 count. Verizon swings. And that is a line shot to center. Tom Verizon has a hit. Verizon, not much speed. 3 out of 10 base running ability. So leadoff runners on for Meyer. Meyer's 0 for 1 today. Carew holding Verizon on. Singer looks to first. Now gets the sign from Weiniger. Here's the pitch to Meyer. 1-0 Detroit. Meyer swings at the first pitch. That ball goes out to Heisel on left. He backs up a bit and makes the catch for out number 1. Retreating back to first is Verizon. So with 1 out, 1 on, here comes La Grande a l'Orange, Rusty Staub. Staub is 1 for 1 today. He would love to find a pitch he can drive out of the ballpark or to a gap. Again, Singer looks to first. Carew holding Verizon on. Here's the pitch to Staub. Full count, and Staub draws the walk. First and second with 1 out now. Singer's putting himself in a bit of a pickle once again here. Here comes Jason Thompson. First baseman's 0 for 1. He struck out against Singer his first time up. RBI opportunity here for Thompson. Left-handed batter. Weiniger sets the target. Will wind up being the pitch by Singer. Thompson hitting 209 with runners in scoring position. 1-2 count. And that ball is a double over Bostek's head to right. 1 run scores, 2-0 Detroit. And Staub will be held at third. We will not challenge Bostek's relay throw. Staub's only a 4 out of 10 base runner. So the runners on the corners. I'm sorry, second and third. Second and third, Thompson double. 2-0 Detroit. So the Tigers take the early lead here in Minnesota at Metropolitan Stadium. And here comes a designated hitter, Alex Johnson. He's 0 for 1. He's at least looking for a deep fly ball that could score Rusty Staub from third. Johnson awaits the Singer offering, and here it is. 237 runners in scoring position for Johnson. 2-2 count. It's a fly ball to Heisel. 297. He makes the catch. And Staub will challenge Heisel's arm. He's tagging up. He's heading for the plate. The throw. And Staub scores! Head first slide, avoiding the tag of Butch Weiniger. Heisel put a good throw to the plate, but Staub made an outstanding head first slide, using his hand to reach past the Weiniger tag. 3-0 Detroit here in the top of the third. 2 outs. Thompson moves up to third from second on the throw to the plate. And here comes Aurelio Rodriguez. He has an RBI opportunity now, as Thompson's 90 feet away from giving the Tigers a 4-0 lead. Walks have come back to haunt Singer. Toes the rubber. He looks in at Weiniger. Here's the pitch to Rodriguez. 2 outs. Runner at third. 3-0 Detroit. Rodriguez, 344, runners in scoring position. He swings at the 1-0 count. Fly ball to right. Bostic goes back and makes the catch. Side retired. But Detroit scores once again and leads 3-0. Due up for Minnesota. Bry, Terrell, and Randall. So bottom of the third. Detroit's up 3-0. And Mark the Bird Fidrych back out on the mound, or as we like to call it, the bird's nest. He'll face Bry. Bry batting .273, 1 home run, 5 runs driven in. Right-handed batting center fielder for the Minnesota Twins. The Bird's ready. He rocks and fires. 0-1 count. Bry swings. And that's going to be down the line, and that will be a leadoff double to left field. So Bry gets a leadoff double. That's the first hit off Mark the Bird Fidrych. He's in scoring position for the number 8 batter, the shortstop, Jerry Terrell, who made an error on a soft line drive. Well, hello, G. Cummings. How are you? Hope all is well. Thank you for joining me in the live stream. So Terrell comes to the plate. No outs, man at second. Fidrych rubbing up the baseball, talking to him. Steps back up on the mound, toes the rubber. Here's the pitch to Terrell. And that is a line out. Terrell hit it hard, but right at what happened there, that's a sacrifice bunt. It failed, and they threw to get the lead runner. So a bad sacrifice bunt, and they get the lead runner. That is the most bizarre play. Jerry Terrell grounds out to Rodriguez, 5-5. Okay. He failed on the sacrifice bunt. Steve Bry is tagged out sliding into third. Well, that's a glitch in the game. Anyway, it's a bunt, and the Tigers get the lead runner. Terrell's on first. With 1 out, he failed to sacrifice the runner over. And here comes the second baseman, the number 9 batter, Bob Randall. Fidrych looks to Thompson, holding Terrell on at first. Terrell, a very good base runner, 8 out of 10. Now here's the pitch to Randall. Detroit looking to turn 2 up the middle with Verizon and Garcia. 1-2 count. Randall swings, and that is a line out to Thompson. Let's see if he can turn 2. No, Terrell gets back. So Thompson makes the catch on the line out. There's 2 outs now, and here comes Lyman Bostic. Bostic 0 for 1 today. Terrell will be off on contact. Fidrych again looks to first. Now in at Kim. Here's the pitch to Bostic. Terrell will be off on contact. 0-1 count. Bostic swings. Grounds it to Rodriguez, who fires to Thompson's side. Retired. We go to the top of the 4th. 3-0 Detroit. Due up for the Tigers. Garcia, Kim, and LaFleur. So here it comes. Vote for Pedro Garcia. He's 0 for 1 today. And I shall be back in a moment. And we are back from phone delay. Alright, let's get situated here. Top of the fourth, Garcia at the plate. Singer on the mound. Gets the sign from Weiniger, and we could have phone delay too in a second. When it rains, it pours, folks. Alright, here we go. Here's a pitch to Garcia before the phone rings again. 1-2 count. Garcia goes down on strikes. Singer throws him on the breaking pitch, 1 down. Here comes the number 9 batter, the catcher, Bruce Kim. He walked his first time up and got an RBI. It was a bases loaded walk. Singer rubs up the baseball. Steps back up on the hill. Gets the sign from Butch Weiniger. Here's the pitch to Kim. Right-handed batting catcher. 2-2 count. And Kim swings and misses. Couldn't catch up to the high fastball there, so 2 up, 2 down. Singer strikes out the first 2 Tigers. Top of the order, Ron LaFleur, who's 0 for 2. LaFleur will attempt to put down a bunt for a base hit. LaFleur squares. Let's see if he can put the bunt down. Trying to bunt for a single. 0-2 count. And he strikes out. So after failing to put the bunt down, a swing and a miss, Singer strikes out the side. 3-0 Detroit. Due up for the Twins, Braun, Carew, and Weiniger. So here comes Braun trying to get something started here in the bottom of the fourth. Twins trailing by 3. Braun's 0 for 1 today. Fidrych throwing a 1-hitter so far. Fidrych pointing with the ball, telling the ball where he wants it to go. Now he's ready. He sets and delivers. Here's the pitch to Braun. 3-1 count. Ground ball to Thompson, who flips to Fidrych, covering the bag. 1 down. Scoring at home, that goes 3-1. Due up, Rod Carew, Twins first baseman. He's 0 for 1 today. Very dangerous contact here. Fidrych gets the sign from Kim. Here's the pitch to Carew. 1 out, no one on. 3-0 Detroit. 1-0 count. Carew swings. And that is... Oh! Meyer dropped the line drive right at him. Carew will get to second on the 2-base error by the left fielder Meyer. That should have been out number 2. So Carew's in scoring position with 1 out, and here comes the cleanup hitter, the catcher, Butch Weiniger, and he's 0 for 1. Another left-handed stick in this lineup for the Twins. Fidrych takes a deep breath, looks back towards second. Verizor bluffs towards the bag. Now he looks to Kim at behind the plate. Here's the pitch to Weiniger. Weiniger batting .243, runners in scoring position, and that ball is gone! Weiniger crushes that ball to left center field. Wow! He just destroyed that pitch. And it's 3-2 now, and that run is unearned. 3-2. That fastball stayed flat. Not much movement there by the bird. So it's 3-2. The error proves costly by Meyer in left field. Weiniger just destroyed that pitch. Here comes Mike Cubbage. Twins third baseman's 0 for 1 today. Cubbage, not much power if you're thinking 1 swing of the bat. 4 out of 10. Kim goes out to have a word with Fidrych. Fidrych flings the rosin bag to the mound. Kim back behind the plate. Here's the pitch to Cubbage. Twins right back in this. 3-2. 1-2 count on Cubbage. And that ball is past the lunge of Thompson. And it goes into right field. So the bird finding himself in a bit of a pickle here. 1 out. 2 runs have scored on the Butch Weiniger home run. It's 3-2. And here comes the very dangerous Larry Heisel. Heisel's 0 for 1 today. On the season, he does have 7 home runs, though, to go with his 26 RBIs. Right-handed power. Thompson holding Cubbage on at first. Here's the pitch to Heisel. Detroit wants to turn 2, get out of this inning. 1-0 pitch. Heisel swings. And that is a double down the left field line. Let's see if they're going to wave Cubbage around. No! He'll be held up at third. So Mark the Bird Fidrych is having his feathers plucked this inning. Second and third, 1 away. And here comes Bry, the center fielder. He's 1 for 1 with a double. Thompson goes to have a quick word with Fidrych. Now back to first base. 3-2 ball game. The Bird would love a pop-up or a strikeout here. Here's the pitch to Bry. Second and third, 1 out. Tying run 90 feet away for the Twins. Bry swings at the first pitch, grounds it to Rodriguez, who fires to Thompson for out number 2. As Cubbage holds at third, so 2 outs now. Still 3-2 Tigers. And the Bird is 1 out away from getting out of this jam, and he'll face Terrell, the shortstop, who's 0 for 1. Terrell can make amends for that error he had in that soft line drive. Fidrych again takes the deep breath. Looks in at Kim. Kim sets the target. The windup and the pitch by the Bird. Terrell hitting .238, runners in scoring position. He swings at the first pitch, grounded to Verizor. He comes up throwing to Thompson, out number 3. Fidrych pitches around it, but does give up the home run. It's 3-2. Detroit due up for the Tigers. Verizor, Meyer, and Staub in the 5th. So Singer back out on the mound. His team has rallied to pull to within 1 after the 2-run blast by Butch Weiniger. So here comes Tom Verizor. Tigers shortstop 1 for 2 today. Singer's ready. Here's the pitch to Verizor. 2-2 count. Verizor grounds to Terrell at short. Throws to Carew, out number 1. He was out in front of that off-speed pitch and beat it into the ground. Here comes Mr. Meyer, the left fielder who booted that line drive right at him. He dropped the ball. He needs to make amends for that. Caused an unearned run to score. Left-handed power hitter. Singer's ready to work. Here's the pitch to Meyer. 1 out, no one on. 3-2 Detroit. 2-2 count. Meyer sends that ball deep. And at the wall, leaping is Heisel, and he makes the catch, robbing Myers of extra bases. So there's 2 down, no one on. Here in the top of the 5th, 3-2 Tigers. And here comes La Grande à l'Orange, Rusty Staub. Tiger right fielders 1 for 1 with a walk. Staub takes in that left-hander's batter's box. He awaits the Singer offering, and here it is. 3-0 count, and Staub works another walk. Doesn't chase the fastball away. Staub's on first, 2 outs, and here comes Jason Thompson, power hitting first baseman. He's struggling this year. He's 1 for 2 today. He does have a double and did knock in a run. Staub will be off on contact. Carew holding him on. Singer looks to Carew at first. Now in at the catcher. The windup and the pitch to Thompson. Full count. And Thompson swings and misses. Was way out in front of that breaking pitch. We go to the bottom of the 5th, still 3-2. Detroit due up for Minnesota. Randall, Bostock, and Braun to face Mark the Bird Fidrych. Bird still at 82% stamina. Randall's 0 for 1 today, number 9 batter, between the second baseman. Fidrych wants to get into a good pace. He wants to work quickly. Here's the pitch to Randall. 0-2 count on Randall. And he singles to left. That line drive dropped in front of Meyer. Meyer played it safe. So the leadoff single by Randall, 4 out of 10 base running ability. He represents the tying run at first base. Thompson holding him on. And here comes the dangerous lineman Bostock. He's 0 for 2 today, though. Left-handed right fielder for the Twins. Verizor and Garcia pinch the middle, looking to turn 2. Fidrych looks to first. Now in towards the place. Here is the pitch to Bostock. One count. Bostock swings. And that's a single to right. And going first to third is Randall on the hit and run. So the Twinkies have runners on the corners with no outs. Tying run at third and Randall. Go ahead run at first in Bostock. And here comes Braun, the designated hitter, who's 0 for 2. Fidrych is scolding the baseball in his glove. He asks for a new one. Kim gets it from the umpire, throws it out to Fidrych. Tigers will gladly take 2 and give up the tying run. Fidrych looks to first, now to third. Takes a deep breath. Arms chest high. The windup and the pitch to Braun. RBI opportunity here for Braun. He can tie the ball game up. He's hitting .326, runners in scoring position. Braun swings at the first pitch, and that's going to drop down the left field line and roll to the wall. We have a tie ball game as Braun doubles, and Bostock will be held up at third. It's 3-3 here. Bottom of the 5th, no outs. Second and third, and the very dangerous Rod Carew comes to the plate. Carew 0 for 2 today, and on deck, Butch Weiniger, the man who hit the 2-run blast off Fidrych in the bottom of the 4th. So Fidrych is in trouble here. Again, he needs a strikeout or a pop-up. Carew not known to strike out much. Here's the pitch to Rod Carew. No outs, second and third, tie ball game. Carew 270, runners in scoring position, 2-1 count. And he doubles over the head of Ron LaFleur to center. 2 runs are going to score. And the Twinkies have come all the way back to take the lead. 5-3 in the bottom of the 5th. They have scored 3 consecutive runs off Mark the Bird Fidrych, who is struggling now. Stamina goes down to 47%. And here comes the man who started off the misery for the Bird. Butch Weiniger, 2-run homer, bottom of the 4th. So Carew's at second, no outs. First base open, on deck is Cubbage. What's Cubbage hitting? 295. We're going to walk Weiniger, set up the double play possibility. So Kim holds his arm out. Intentional walk to Weiniger, set up the double play. And they will face Mike Cubbage, who's 1 for 2 today. Fidrych gets the sign from Kim. Here's the pitch to Cubbage. 2 on, no outs. 5-3 Twins. Cubbage 344, runners in scoring position. 3-2 count, and he strikes Cubbage out. Excellent movement there on that fastball. Dipped down. So that's out number 1. Fidrych gets the ball back. He's rubbing it up. And he'll have to face Larry Heisel now. Heisel's 1 for 2 with a double. Now he really is talking that baseball. He wants Heisel to drive this ball into the ground at Verizor so they can go Verizor, Garcia to Thompson, and end this inning. We shall see if the ball will listen. Here's the pitch to Heisel. 1 out, 2 on, 5-3 Twins. Heisel, 213. Oh, wow, he walked him on the breaking pitch on the full count. Kim wanted the call. They didn't get it from the man in blue behind the plate. So bases are loaded, and here comes Bry. Twin center fielder 1 for 2 with a double. No place to put Bry. Fidrych has really struggled here today. Probably his first truly bad outing of the year. He's ready to work. Here's the pitch to Bry. Bry batting .250, runners in scoring position. He'll swing at the 1-0 pitch. Ground ball to Verizor. He flips to Garcia on to Thompson. The double play ends the inning and the threat. But we go to the top of the 6th. 5-3 Twins as they tack on 3 runs and take the lead. Due up for the Tigers, Johnson, Rodriguez, and Garcia. They needed that double play ball a little sooner. So the Tigers are now trailing by 2, and here comes Alex Johnson. He's 0 for 1. He had a sacrifice fly for an RBI. Singer at 50% stamina, back out on the mound. He gets a sign from Butch Weiniger. Here's the pitch to Johnson. And Johnson, way out in front of the off-speed pitch. He swings and misses. Strike 3, 1 down. So here comes Aurelio Rodriguez. Tigers' third baseman's 1 for 2. Singer toes the rubber, peers in at Weiniger. Here's the pitch to Rodriguez. 1 out, no one on. 5-3 Twins. 3-1 count on Rodriguez, and Rodriguez draws a walk, so that's another walk by Singer. Rodriguez, not much speed, 2 out of 10. Base running ability. Rod Carew holding him on at first, and here comes Pedro Garcia, who represents the tying run at the plate. Garcia on the season only has 1 home run. Average power. He's 0 for 2 today with a strikeout. Twins want to turn to Terrell and Randall, choking the middle. Singer looks to Carew. Now he's ready. In at Weiniger. Weiniger sets the target. Here's the pitch to Pedro Garcia. 1 out, 1 on. 5-3 Twins. 1-1 pitch. Garcia swings, and that is a line out. He hit it hard, but Heisel moves to his left a bit and makes the catch. For out number 2. Twins fans appreciate that effort by Larry Heisel out and left. Retreating back to first was Rodriguez. Singer's now up to 107 pitches. And here comes Bruce Kim, the very weak hitting catcher. Mark Fidrych's personal catcher, 0 for 1. He has struck out and walked with the bases loaded, thus the RBI. Rodriguez will be off on contact. Kim represents the tying run at the plate. Singer's ready to work. Here's the pitch. 1-1 pitch. Kim swings. And he singles between Cubbage and Terrell. And Rodriguez will hold at second. The Tigers go station to station. Rodriguez runs as slow as dirt. And the top of the order, Ron LaFleur. LaFleur's 0 for 3 with a strikeout. He's 2 today. On the season, 278, 1 home run, 19 runs driven in. So Rodriguez represents, Kim represents the tying run at first base. Average base running ability, 5 out of 10. Singer rubs up the baseball, puts it in his glove, steps up on the hill, toes the rubber. He's ready. Here's the pitch to Ron LaFleur. 2 outs, 2 on, runners off on contact. LaFleur hitting .314, runners in scoring position. Full count.
Ball 4. And
LaFleur draws a walk. The bases are loaded with 2 outs. Bob Singer's control issues continue today. And it's up to Tom Verizor. He's 1 for 3. Detroit shortstop. They're trailing by 2. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Chance for Verizor to tie this game up. Kim will will be off on contact at second base. All runners will be off on contact with 2 outs. Weiniger goes out to the mound. Quick word with Singer. Back behind the plate. Squats down. Sets the target. Here's the pitch to Tom Verizon. No place to put Tom. He's batting 163. Runners in scoring position. 3-1 pitch. And he pops that sky high to center field. And Fry makes the catch. So Singer wriggles out of the jam. We go to the bottom of the 6th. 5-3 Twins due up for the Twinkies. Terrell, Randall, and Bostock. Wow. So Verizon just basically flies out to center. That ball would have brought rain, it was so high. And here comes Mark the Bird Fidrych, down to 36% stamina. He struggled in the 4th and 5th, where he's given up 5 runs. Detroit has their bullpen up. They'll face Jerry Terrell, who's 0 for 2, Twins shortstop. Here's the pitch to Terrell. 3-1 count on Terrell. He swings, that ball goes to left, and Myers catches this one. Boy, did he look shaky, but he did catch it. 1 down. Number 9 batter, second baseman, Bob Randall. 1 for 2 today. Fidrych works quickly. Here's the pitch to Randall. Randall swings at the first pitch. And another ball to left field, and that ball is gone! Myers started to go back. He stopped, looked up, and bye-bye birdie. 6-3 Twins. 381. He crushed that pitch. That curveball hung. And it hung out Fidrych to dry, so now it's 6-3. 1 out. Top of the order, Lyman Bostock. Detroit has pitchers warming in the bullpen. Bostock, as I said, 1 for 3. This could be the Birds' last pitcher. Bostock digs in. Here's the pitch. Bostock swings at the first pitch. Shallow left center. Myers there, he makes the catch. Out number 2. Here comes the lefty, Braun. Kim goes out to the mound. Pitching coach comes out. They're going to give Fidrych 1 more batter. See if he can get out of this bottom of the 6th. Trailing by 3. Fidrych back up on the hill. Takes a big deep breath. The windup. The pitch. The floppy hair. 3-2 count on Braun. And that's another fly ball to left. Myers there, he makes the catch. But Fidrych gives up the homer as we move to the top of the 7th. 6-3 Minnesota. 2 up for the Tigers. Myers, Staub, and Thompson. So Fidrych, 2 runs in the 4th, 3 runs in the 5th, and a solo home run in the 6th. That's probably going to be it for Mark the Bird Fidrych. So here comes Meyer. The left fielder is 0 for 3 today. He'll face Singer. Bill Singer gets the sign from Butch Weiniger. Here's the pitch to Meyer. Meyer swings at the first pitch. And he lines out to right. Bostock makes the catch. 1 down. So even with all the control issues Singer has been having in this game, he has a 3-run lead and opportunity to win. Get his win number 10 if he gets it in the retro replay. Here comes La Grande à l'Orange, Rusty Staub. 1 for 1 with 2 walks. Staub digs in that left-hander's batter's box. Singer's ready. Here's the pitch to Staub. 1 out, no one on. Tigers trail by 3. 2-2 pitch. Staub swings. And that is gone as it just gets over the right field wall. A scorching line drive. And the Tigers have pulled to within 2 on the Rusty Staub La Grande Orange's solo blast with 1 out. It's now 6-4, and here comes Jason Thompson. Tigers' first baseman has the ability to go back-to-back jacks. Singer really roughing up that rosin bag as he tosses it to the ground. Weininger sets the target. Here's the pitch to Thompson. 3-1 count.
Balls.
And Thompson walks. So he's at first. Tying run comes to the plate. Alex Johnson 0 for 2, a strikeout and a sacrifice fly for the RBI. Johnson has 1 home run and 24 runs batted in, above average power, 6 out of 10. Singer now up to 134 pitches. Last pitch was 88 miles per hour. Carew holding Thompson on at first. Johnson, right-handed batter. Weininger flashes the fingers. Singer nods his head. Here's the pitch to Johnson. And that's it. They won't even get to that. Here's the pitching change. Tom Bergmeyer, future Red Sox, will come in on the season so far. 0.74 earned run average, 1 save. He has an opportunity, if he goes the distance, to get another save here. He's done with his warm-up tosses. Johnson steps back to the plate. Thompson at first, Carew holding him on. Johnson represents the tying run at the plate. The windup and the pitch from the left-handed throwing Tom Bergmeyer. 0-1 pitch. Johnson swings, grounds it to Randall, who flips to Terrell on to Carew. 4 to 6 to 3. Double play. Inning over. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Detroit gets 1 back on Rusty Staub's homer. It's 6-4. Twins 2 up for Minnesota. Carew, Weininger, and Cubbage. And Mark the Bird Fidrych has come back out onto the mound. Carew is 1 for 3 with a double. They're going to see what Fidrych has. Here's the pitch to Carew. Bottom of the 7th, 1-2 count. Carew swings, and that is a double! No, it's cut off. It'll be a single. LaFleur cut that ball off before it could get by him and go to the wall. And that's it for Mark the Bird Fidrych, as they play charge here in Minnesota. So Fidrych's day is done, and it was not a good one for the Bird. The Bird got grounded. As we go to our bullpen here. Lemancic, I don't want to go to Lemancic. So he is the best pitcher in the retro replay out of the pen. You know what? We're going to go with Lemancic. So click on Fidrych. Dave Lemancic will be coming in. Apply changes. So Dave Lemancic will come in the ball game. Lemancic, 0.00 earned run average, 2 saves on the season. One win, 1 loss. He's thrown 27 1/3 innings. Walked 5, struck out 21. Very good control. Above average velocity. 6 out of 10 stuff. So he'll face Butch Weininger, the man who hit the 2-run homer off Fidrych in the bottom of the 4th. Left-handed batter. Carew's at first, being held on by Thompson. Lemancic done with his warm-up tosses. He's ready to work. Here's the pitch to Weininger. Detroit wants a turn 2. Carew's trying to steal. And he's in there safely, but Weiniger strikes out. So the Kim throw down is not in time, but Weiniger strikes out. So there's 1 out. Carew's in scoring position. Very important insurance run. If he can score, give the Twins a 3-run lead once again. Dave Lemancic wants to keep it a 2-run deficit, and he'll face Mike Covage. Left-handed batting third baseman, 1 for 3 with a strikeout. Lemancic looks back towards second, now in at Kim. Here's the pitch to Covage. It's a pop fly to right, stops there, and he makes the catch. Carew tags up and is safe at third. So with 2 outs, Rod Carew's at third. The organist again trying to rev up this Minnesota Twins crowd, and Larry Heisel steps to the plate. Heisel 1 for 2, a walk and a double. Carew, the runner at third, is the responsibility of Mark the Bird Fidrych, who's no longer in the game. Lemancic looks in at Kim. He sets and delivers to Heisel. Heisel 2-13, runners in scoring position, 2-2 count. He swings and misses. Lemancic does what he's supposed to. He blows the fastball by him. We go to the top of the 8th, still 6-4. The Twins fail to score. 2 up for Detroit. Rodriguez, Garcia, and Kim. We will give you Mark the Bird Fidrych's final numbers now. So the Bird went 6 innings, 10 hits, 6 runs, 5 of them earned, walked 2, struck out 1. It was not a stellar performance for the Bird. His first bad outing of this retro replay. His earned run average is now 3.47. So far, Bill Singer's final numbers: 6 1/3, 6 hits, 4 runs, 3 of them earned, walked 6, struck out 6. He's lucky he only gave up those 4 runs. So the game has now been turned over to Dave Lemancic for Detroit and Tom Bergmeyer for Minnesota. So Bergmeyer will face Aurelio Rodriguez, who's 1 for 2 with a walk. Left-handed pitching Bergmeyer gets the sign from Butch Weiniger. Here's the pitch to Aurelio Rodriguez. Top of the 8th. Tigers trail by 2, 3-2 count. And Rodriguez draws a walk. Another walk by Twinkie pitching. Minnesota fans getting a bit anxious in the stands. Tying run comes to the plate in Pedro Garcia, who's 0 for 3 with a strikeout. And now we might go to the bench here, folks. Let's see, we have Ben Ogilvy. He's a lefty, and he does not hit lefties well. Willie Horton, only 231 off. Mickey Stanley, 222. Bill Freehan. We're going to go with Bill Freehan. Freehan's hitting 406 off left-handed pitching. They'll probably go to the pen. If they do, go to a righty. Freehan's hitting 255. So Freehan 406 off left-handed pitching. So Bill Freehan will come in to pinch hit for Pedro Garcia, and then there'll be an adventure on how we figure out. Well, Scribner can play second, so we got Scribner can play second. So we will click on vote for Pedro Garcia, and Bill Freehan will come off the bench to pinch hit. Big moment here, Bill Freehan. Freehan on the season, 313, no home runs, 4 RBIs in 32 games. He had a clutch pinch hit in Mark Fidrych's last start. He represents a tying run at the plate, 6 out of 10 power, 8 out of 10 contact. His eye, below average, he will chase. So no outs, Rodriguez at first. Freehan steps in the batter's box. Bergmeyer He's ready to work. Here's the pitch to Freehand. Freehand swings at the first pitch, and he sends that ball into right center, and Bry makes the running catch. Wow! Freehand drove it deep to right center, but Bry, Johnny on the spot, got a good read on that ball and makes the catch at the 404 mark right at the wall. Freehand just missed tying this ball game up. Just missed that pitch. Rodriguez retreats back to first base. Here comes the light-hitting catcher, Kim, and we're going to go back to our bench once again. He's 1 for 2. Strikeout, a walk, and an RBI. John Walkenfuss. We finally get to use John Walkenfuss, one of baseball's best names. Walkenfuss. That's .333 off left-handers, so John Walkenfuss will come in to pinch hit for Kim. Walkenfuss above average power. 6 out of 10. His contact's only average though. Has a very good eye, 7 out of 10. So another pinch hitter here for the Tigers. The Twins want to turn 2. Rodriguez is at first. Walkenfuss at the plate represent the tying run. 6-4 Minnesota, 1 out, top of the 8th. Here is the pitch to one of the best names in baseball, John Walkenfuss. Walkenfuss swings at the first pitch, and it's a single through the hole on the right side, and we will hold Rodriguez at second because he runs like he's in mud. So Walkenfuss comes through the pinch hit single. Not a lot of speed on the base paths here. Rodriguez a 2 out of 10 and Walkenfuss a 3 out of 10. So first and second, 1 out, top of the order for Ron LaFleur, and Mr. LaFleur is due. Tying run at first base. LaFleur represents the go-ahead run at the plate. LaFleur actually has struggled off left-handed pitching. Only 194, but he'll stay in to hit. Today, 0 for 3, a K and a walk. Weiniger goes out, has a word with Bergmeyer. Carew meets him on the mound. The man in blue says, "Break it up, fellas." Players back to their position. Bergmeyer back up on the hill. Toes the rubber. Looks in at Butch Weiniger. Nods his head. Here's a pitch to Ron LaFleur. Tigers trail by 2. 1-1 pitch. LaFleur swings. And that's a double off left field wall. Rodriguez scores. 6-5. That's deep. Heisel has a 7 out of 10 arm, so he'll throw the relay to the shortstop. And Walkenfuss is not fast. We're going to hold Walkenfuss at third, so it'll be second and third, 1 out. The Tigers have pulled to within 1, 6-5, thanks to the Rod LaFleur 1 out double. So it's 6-5 now. 1 more run, and Mark the Bird Fidrych will be taken off the hook. And here comes Tom Verizor, who's 1 for 4. He needs at least a deep fly ball to give Walkenfuss a chance of tying the game up on a tag up from third. Bergmeyer's thrown 13 pitches, and it's been a struggle for him. 1 out, 2 on, tying run 90 feet away. Verizor at the plate. Here's the pitch by Tom Bergmeyer. 159, runners in scoring position for Verizor. 2-2 count. And that ball is lined to right center field deep. And we're sending Walkenfuss now with 2 outs. Walkenfuss attempting to tag up. And he's safe! Walkenfuss scores! The throw was late as that ball was hit 404 to the wall. And we have a tie ball game, so Verizor does his job. LaFleur advances to third on the fly ball. It is 6-6, and Mark the Bird Fidrych is off the hook for the loss, and that's good news, folks, because he's had 3 tough luck losses. He's pitched very well in every game, except for this one. So it's 6-6, go-ahead run, 90 feet away, Ron LaFleur, and the left fielder, Dan Meyer, comes to plate. He's 0 for 4. Lefty-lefty matchup. Now we might go back to our bench once again. Meyer batting a miserable 143 off left-handed pitching. So we're going to go back to our bench once again. Click on lineup. So who hits lefties? Willie Horton. Mickey Stanley. I think we're going to go with Willie Horton. Horton still has that 7 out of 10 power, coming towards the end of his career. And off lefties, Horton in this retro replay 231. Mickey Stanley 235. But he only has 6 out of 10 power. He's also coming towards the end of his career. So Willie Horton will pinch hit for Meyer, who has struggled at the bat today. Tie ball game. And then we click apply changes. So here's Willie Horton. Horton on the season, 258, 4 home runs, 23 runs driven in. It's 231 off left-handed pitching. So Horton's ready. Horton hopes to hear a hoot and drive this ball out of the ballpark, or at least get a base hit and give the Tigers a 7-6 lead. It's 6-6. LaFleur's at third, represents the go-ahead run. 2 outs, top of the 8th. Tom Bergmeyer still out on the mound. Horton steps to the right-hander's batter's box. He digs in. He's ready to grip and rip. The windup and the pitch by Tom Bergmeyer. Horton batting .326, runners in scoring position. He swings at the 1-1 pitch. And it's a ground ball at Cubbage. He backhands the hard ball and throws to Carew for the out. But Detroit ties it up as we go to the bottom of the 8th. It's 6-6. Due up for Minnesota, Bry, Terrell, and Randall. We're going to have to make a few changes here. So we have Watkins behind the plate, but I might want to go with Freehand. He's at second, actually. Oh, God, that's awful. So in this game, you have to always, it's not going to prompt you to make changes. So I now have a catcher playing second base, so I'm going to have to change that. I actually think, so we have to go to lineup, and we want, I want Freehand to do the catching. I'm trying to remember how to do this. Click here, change the selected lineup card player's position. Okay, so we're going to click on Freehand. I already clicked on Watkins. Click there. Click there. So Freehand is at second, which I don't want him there. Okay, click here. Okay, click the field. Click the field to change position, or click below to replace. Okay, so on Freehand to catch. Okay, so Freehand catches. Now they move Watkins to second, which I don't think he can play second. I'm almost positive he can't play second. So now let's just look at. Let's see how bad of a second baseman John Watkins will be. We're gonna go with Scribner, but for ha-has, let's look. Defensive chart. Well, he is average, basically, to below average. And we don't want that tie ball game. So Watkins, who did get the hit, though, but Freehand's probably the better defensive catcher even at this. I mean, Watkins is a utility player. His main position is catching. Do we want to roll the dice and have a poor fielding second baseman and possibly a better stick in the lineup? Nope, we're not going to do that. Okay, let's close that out. And now we will put, where's Mr. Chuck Scribner, who's awful at the plate. Scribner batting a whopping 152. Oh my. Slide into the 9 spot. Alright, so now we click on Walkenfuss. And down to Scribner. Alright, there we have it. So Freehand will catch, and Scribner will play second. Horton will stay out in left. Yes, that's what we'll do. Apply changes. And Dave Lemancic back out on the mound, bottom of the 8th. It's a tie ball game. It's Lemancic's game to win or lose now. He's been stellar this season. And here comes Mr. Bry, Steve Bry to the plate, 1 for 3 with a double. Freehand behind the plate now, 8 out of 10 defensive ability, catching arm also. And Scribner's at second. Alright, here's the pitch to Bry from Lemancic. Tie ball game, bottom of the 8th, 2-2 count. Bry swings, and he strikes out! Fastball blown by him. Detroit throws the ball around the infield, gets it back to Lemancic. 1 down. Here comes the shortstop, Jerry Terrell. He's 0 for 3 today. Lemancic wants to work quickly. Here's the pitch to Terrell. 2-2 count. Terrell swings, and he strikes him out! Blew the fastball by him. So the first 2 batters have felt the wrath of Dave Lemancic. He has struck them both out with the fastball. 2 outs, no one on, and here comes the number 9 batter, the second baseman, Bob Randall, who's 0 for 4 with, who's 2 for 3 with a home run and an RBI. Lemancic rubs up that baseball. Looking for a 1-2-3 inning here. Freehand sets the target. Here's the pitch to Randall. 2 outs, no one on, 6-6 ball game, bottom of the 8th. 2-2 count. Randall swings, back to Lemancic, who flips to Thompson at first, side retired. We go to the top of the 9th, tied at 6. Due up for the Tigers, La Grande à l'Orange, Rusty Staub, and Jason Thompson and Alex Johnson. So here's Rusty Staub. Staub today is 2 for 2. He has walked twice, homered, singled, and has an RBI. Left-handed batter Tom Bergmeyer still out on the mound. He blew the save, Mr. Bergmeyer. Staub batting .269 off left-handed pitching. La Grande à l'Orange digs in. Bergmeyer's ready. Wagner's ready. Here's the pitch to Staub. 3-0 count, and Staub gets his 3rd walk of the day. Go-ahead run on first base, top of the 9th, no outs. Jason Thompson, left-handed batting first baseman. He comes to the plate. He's 1 for 3, struck out twice, walked once. He's doubled, and he also has an RBI. Lefty-lefty matchup. Bergmeyer has struggled mightily. Butch Weiniger, who I keep calling Wagner, sets the target. Here's the pitch to Thompson. 1-0 count. Thompson swings, and that is a hard line drive to Heisel left. Should Rusty no. Even though Heisel makes the running catch towards the corner, Staub will not tag up. That's just silly. Staub retreats back to first base. What were you thinking, La Grande à l'Orange? So 1 out, 1 on. Here comes Alex Johnson, the designated hitter. He's 0 for 3. He struck out. He does have a sacrifice fly for an RBI. 262 off left-handed pitching. Bergmeyer looks to first. Rod Carew holding Staub on. Now in at Butch Weiniger. Here's the pitch to Johnson. 1 out, 1 on. 2-1 count. Johnson swings. And Bergmeyer, the ball goes off his glove, and that's going to be an error on Tom Bergmeyer. That was a double play ball written all over it. He looked up, thinking about where he's going to throw the ball first, and the ball went right off his glove, was never in it, and trickled past him. So now Staub the go-ahead run at second, Johnson at first, 1 out, and stepping to the plate Aurelio Rodriguez. On the day, Aurelio's 1 for 2 with 2 walks. Off left-handed pitching, 310. Let's see if the Twinkies will go to their bullpen now. Rodriguez digs in the right-hander's batter's box. Here's the pitch by Bergmeyer. Rodriguez batting .339, runners in scoring position, 0-1 count, he swings, that's a pop-up. And Bergmeyer makes the catch himself. A rarity. You don't see that in modern-day baseball now, the pitcher actually catching a pop-up. So there's 2 outs now, top of the 9th, 2 on, 6-6 ball game. And due up, Bill Freehand. Freehand batting .310. Off left-handed pitching. He pinch hit and came in to catch. He has an RBI opportunity here. Staub will be off on contact. Staub not very fleet of foot. 4 out of 10 base running ability. Johnson 6 out of 10 at first. Again, let's see if the Twins stick with Tom Bergmeyer. It looks like they're going to. Wagner flashes the fingers. Bergmeyer nods his head. Here's the pitch to Bill Freehand. Runners will be off on contact. 2 outs, 278 for Freehand, scoring position. He swings at the first pitch, and that is a fly ball to right. Bostic goes back, makes the catch. Side retired. The Tigers trip but do not score. We go to the bottom of the 9th, still tied at 6. Due up for the Twins, Lyman Bostock, Steve Braun, and Rod Carew to face Dave Lemancic. As you can hear the fans clapping along here in Minnesota. And Lemancic steps back out onto the mound. He's at 91% stamina. Lemancic has pitched 2 scoreless innings and struck out 4. Bergmeyer 2 2/3. 2 hits, 2 runs. They were both earned, and he walked 2, so he blew the save. He'll face Bostock, who's 1 for 4. The windup and the pitch by Lemancic to the left-handed batting Bostock. 1-1 count. Bostock swings. That ball goes out to right center field. Ron LaFleur is there and makes the catch. Excellent range showed by LaFleur in center. 1 down. Here comes Steve Braun, the designated hitter for the Twins. He is 1 for 4, a double and an RBI. Lemancic gets the ball back. Freehand wiggles the fingers. Flashes the signs. Lemancic nods his head. Here's the pitch to Braun, left-handed batting, designated hitter. 1 out, no one on. 1-2 count. Braun swings, and that is a line drive to LaFleur in center. He makes the catch. Didn't have to move. So 2 up, 2 down. Lemancic gets the baseball back, walking around the mound, rubbing it up. And he'll face Rod Carew looking for that 1-2-3 inning. Carew 2 for 4, a double and 2 RBIs, left-handed batter. Carew batting .298 off right-handed pitching. Now Lemancic's ready to work. Here's the pitch to Carew. 2-1 count. Carew swings. Ground ball to Scribner, who throws to Thompson, and we're going to extra innings, folks. Tied at 6. We go to the top of the 10th. 2 up for Detroit. Scribner, LaFleur, and Tom Pariser. Tom Bergmeyer, surprisingly, still back out on the mound, but again, he is facing. He's so bad the pitcher doesn't want to come up. Chuck Scribner, who's batting a whopping 152. 1 home run, 8 runs driven in. Bergmeyer gets a sign from Weiniger. Here's the pitch to Scribner. 2-1 count. Scribner swings. Ground ball to Cubbage. No! Terrell backhands it. Throws to Carew. He got past Cubbage, but Terrell was there. The shortstop Johnny on the spot. Nice backhand and a strong throw to Rod Carew. to retire Scribner at first. So 1 down, top of the order. Ron LaFleur comes to plate. LaFleur on the day is 1 for 4. He has struck out, walked, and had that huge double to bring Detroit closer in the top of the 8th. Bergmeyer's ready to work. Here's the pitch around the floor. And it hit him! It hit him! Bergmeyer tried to come in tight, and he hits LaFleur. LaFleur, an excellent base runner, 9 out of 10 at first base. And he's going to steal. He's going to attempt to steal second. So Verizer's at the plate. LaFleur's going to try to, and that ball is a deep fly ball. Heisel tracks it down in left center field. He makes the catch. LaFleur's going to attempt to tag from first to second. And he is safe. He beats the strong throw by Heisel, but now there's 2 outs. So LaFleur's in scoring position as he was tagging up, so he was unable to get the proper jump in the Tom Verizer at bat. It doesn't all happen at once. The result comes, but it's not on the same play. He tags up on the deep fly ball. 2 outs. LaFleur will score on anything hit to the outfield. A base hit. He is very fast. And we have What's Blazing in Sports in the chat. How are you, my friend? Hope all is well. How's the little man and mom? What's new on your channel, bud? Alright, Willie Horton comes to the plate. Horton's 0 for 1 today. Again, Horton would love to hear a who and knock this ball out of the ballpark. Bergmeyer looks back at LaFleur as Randall, the second baseman, bluffs towards the bag. Now he's ready. Looks in at Weininger. Gets the sign. Here's the pitch to Horton. Horton, 318, runners in scoring position, 2-2 count. Horton swings, and that's through the right side. LaFleur is going to attempt to score on Lyman Bostic, who has an excellent arm, and he does! Detroit takes a 7-6 lead on the clutch 2-out single by Willie Horton. He heard the who and knocked it into right field. 7-6 Detroit. To the jubilation of the Tiger bench. Tom Bergmeyer has pooped the bed out on the mound today for the Twinkies. Here comes La Grande All'Orange Rusty Staub to face Bergmeyer. Staub 2 for 2. He's walked 3 times. A home run and an RBI. Horton, a very merry camper at first base. Go ahead RBI. Bottom of the top of the 10th. Staub digs in. Here's the pitch to La Grande All'Orange. 2-2 count. Staub swings. And that is a single to right center field. And Horton will be held at second. Station to station. Don't want to challenge those arms in the outfield. The Twins have some good arms out there. So back-to-back singles. Horton a huge insurance run at second base. I don't think we have anyone faster. Let's go to our lineup here. Ogilvy, he's got to run faster, don't you think? Let's check out Ben Ogilvy. Speed 6, yeah. And he can play left field. So Ben Ogilvy, we're going to have him pinch run. So Ogilvy will pinch run for the man of the hour, Willie Horton. So we have to click on Horton, click on Ogilvy, apply change. That's a very big insurance run there. So Ogilvy has 6 out of 10 base running ability. Much better than Horton. He's at second base, 2 outs. Bergmeyer at the plate to face the dangerous Jason Thompson. Lefty-lefty matchup. Thompson 1 for 4, struck out twice. He's walked, he's doubled and knocked in a run. Again, against left-handed pitching below 200. But even a blind squirrel finds a nut every once in a while. So Thompson looking to find his blind squirrel nut. Here is the pitch by Bergmeyer. 2 outs, 2 on, 7-6, top of the ninth, Detroit. 2:27 for Jason. Runners in scoring position. 2-2 count. He sends that ball deep to left. Heisel at the track makes the catch for the out. We go to the bottom of the 10th. Detroit has a 7-6 lead. Due up for Minnesota, Butch Weiniger, Mike Cubbage, and Larry Heisel. Dave Lemancic will be back out on the mound. Let's go to the chat quickly. We have What's Blazing in Sports. Remember to check out his channel, What's Blazing in Sports. Excellent boxing channel. Always great with the chat, T-Dub is. He says, little man is good. I have the flu. Sorry to hear that. I hope you feel better soon. So I've been down a few days, my friend. We'll get better soon. We miss you. As he says, about to lay back down. Keep up the good work. Thumbs up. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, my friend. Remember to check out What's Blazing in Sports. T-Dub does an excellent job with his boxing chat and videos. I subscribe, and so should you. Alright, so Detroit 3 outs away from an improbable win. They've come all the way back here in the top of the 10th to take a 7-6 lead. They had the lead, they lost the lead, now they have the lead again. And it's up to Dave Lemancic. He can win this game. He'll face Butch Weiniger, Mike Cubbage, and Larry Heisel. Weiniger, 1 for 3, a walk, a home run, and 2 RBIs. Lemancic is ready to work. Here's the pitch to Weiniger. Weiniger swings at the first pitch. Ground ball to Thompson. He gets it and goes the bag himself, out number 1. As the Tigers throw the ball around the infield. Minnesota, the organist trying to rev up the crowd with the charge. But Lemancic trying to quiet the crowd. Here comes Mike Cubbage, another left-handed stick in the lineup. He's 1 for 4 with a strikeout. Lemancic wants to work quickly. Bill, freehand behind the plate, sets the target. Here's the pitch to Cubbage. 2-2 count. Cubbage swings. Ground ball to a riser near the second base bag. He fires to Thompson for out number 2. Detroit 1 out away from an improbable win here in Minnesota. Very dangerous. Larry Heisel comes to the plate. 1 for 3, a strikeout, a walk, and a double. Heisel does have some home run pop. He has 7 home runs on the season with his .281 batting average and 26 RBIs. Lemancic rubs up that baseball. Steps up on the hill. Toes the rubber. Peers in at freehand. Nods his head. Here is the pitch to the right-handed batting Larry Heisel. 2 outs, no one on. 7-6 Detroit. Heisel swings at the first pitch. And he lines out to Ron LaFleur in center. The Detroit Tigers win in 10, 7-6. What a ball game here in Minnesota. Dave Lemancic gets the win. Bergmeyer gets the loss. And Mark the Bird Fidrych is off the hook. Thank God. Let's go to the box score and call it a stream. I'm sweating bullets. Not only did I mispronounce everybody's last name in this stream, the phone rang twice, but it was a good game, though. I think I finished strong, and the game was fun at the end. And thank you very much to What's Blazing in Sports. Check out his channel. Thank you to Some Random Guy. Thank you for subscribing. It's Chris. And G. Cummings, thank you very much for enjoying my live stream. Hope it was entertaining. I made many a mistake. Sometimes that happens. And it sure happened to me today. So let's go to the box score. And again, this is PureSim Baseball. It's a free baseball game. It's free, people. Free. I provided the link below. If you're a youngster, ask your parents first before you can load it on your computer. But it's perfectly fine. Nothing's happened to my computer. So check it out. It's a wonderfully free game. There is strategy in this. I will be doing a strategy. It's not just click. It looks like I'm just clicking, but I'm thinking stuff. There's no dice rolling. That's all done behind the scenes. The statistics of it all, and what's the probability of what will happen with a play. So let's go to the box score. And Mark Fidrych went 6 innings. He didn't have his stuff today. The bird did not fly well. His feathers were plucked. He went 6 innings, 10 hits, 6 runs, 5 of them earned, 2 walks, struck out 1. Earned run average went up to 3.47. Dave Lemancic went 4 innings, got the win. He's now 2-1. He's also player of the game. And he struck out 4. Bill Singer, also a no decision, was a starter for the Twins. 6 1/3. He was not stellar. 6 hits, 4 runs, 3 earned, walked 6, struck out 6, gave up a home run. Fidrych gave up 2 home runs, I forgot to say. I'm trying to block that out of my mind. Tom Bergmeyer took the loss. He was awful. In relief, I'm surprised the Twinkies stuck with him as long as they did, but I don't know how tired their pitching staff was because I don't play as they did. Bergmeyer now 2 wins, 1 loss, 3 2/3 inning, 4 hits, 3 runs, all earned, walked 2, struck out none. Home runs for Detroit, Rusty Staub, that's number 8 for the year. Home runs for the Twins, Butch Weiniger, number 5, and Bob Randall, number 2. So Detroit, in a 7-6 victory, Ron LaFleur went 1 for 4, runs scored and a double, and he had a run batted in with a walk, and he struck out once. Tom Verizor, 1 for 5 with a run scored and a run knocked in. Dan Meyer continues to slump, 0 for 4. Willie Horton, 1 for 2, came off the bench, had the game-winning hit. He pinched hit, but it's his second at-bat with the game-winning hit as he stayed into play left. Ben Ogilvy pinch ran for Horton, stayed into play left. Rusty Staub, 3 for 3, 3 runs scored. He walked 3 times, had a home run and an RBI. His average is now .341. Jason Thompson, 1 for 5, the first baseman, doubled, knocked a run in and walked once, struck out twice. Alex Johnson, 0 for 4 with a run batted in on sacrifice fly and a K. Aurelio Rodriguez, 1 for 3 with a run scored, walked twice. Pedro Garcia, struggling, 0 for 3, struck out once. His average now drops to .219. Bill Freehan came up to pinch hit for Bruce Kim, was 0 for 2, stayed in to catch. Average drops to .306. Bruce Kim was actually 1 for 2. With a run batted in, that was a bases-loaded walk. That's how he got the run batted in. And he struck out once, and his batting average jumped up to .197. John Walkenfuss, pinch hit, was 1 for 1 and scored a run. Batting average now .222. Chuck Scrivener came in to play defense, had an at-bat, promptly made an out because that's what he does. He's batting below .150, .149. In total, in victory, the Tigers, 39 at-bats, 7 runs, 10 hits, 2 doubles, 1 home run, 7 RBIs, walked 8 times, struck out 6 times. For the Twins in defeat, Lyman Bostek, the right fielder, was 1 for 5, a run scored. Steve Braun, the designated hitter, 1 for 5, a run scored, a double, and an RBI. Rod Carew, 2 for 5, a run scored, a double, and 2 RBIs. It was a wild one in Minnesota, that's for sure. Butch Weiniger, 1 for 4, runs scored, a home run, 2 runs knocked in, a walk, and a strikeout. Mike Cubbage, 1 for 5 with a strikeout. Larry Heisel, 1 for 4 with a double, a walk, and a strikeout. Steve Bry, the center fielder, 1 for 4, a double, and a strikeout. And Jerry Terrell, 0 for 4 with a K. Number 9 batter, the second baseman, Bob Randall, had a pretty decent day. 2 for 4, 2 runs scored, a home run, and an RBI. His average is now .291. In defeat, the Twinkies, Minnesota Twins, 40 at-bats, 6 runs, 10 hits, 4 doubles, 2 home runs, 6 RBIs, walked twice, struck out 5 times. So once again, Mark the Bird Fidrych gets a no decision. His record will stay at what it is. Dave Lemancic gets the win. He's 2-1. Bergmeyer gets the loss, and he's 2-1. Detroit moves their record to 29 wins, 31 losses. Minnesota's 28-33. So Mark the Bird Fidrych, let me just go to it quickly. We'll stay at 2-4 in the replay. Now in real life, I always like doing this. In real life, the Tigers won 7-3. So the Tigers actually did score 7 runs in real life and in the retro replay. So that's kind of cool. All right. And Mark Fidrych actually got the win. Let's just do it. Fidrych went 7 1/3 in real life. 9 hits, 3 runs, all earned. Walked 6, so he struggled with his control. Struck out 2. And John Hiller got the save. At this point in time, in actuality, in 1976, June 20th, Mark Fidrych would be 6-1. For us, he is in the replay. He gets a no decision, so he stays at 2-4, though his earned run average goes up to 3.47. Let's see where the big offensive numbers came for Detroit. And I provided the link below if you want to look what they really did. Okay, let's see Detroit. There we go. That's Minnesota. I want Detroit. There we go, Detroit. Ron LaFleur had a big day back in 76. 3 for 5 with an RBI run scored, struck out twice. Verizon had a decent day. 2 for 4, 2 runs scored. What did Staub do? Staub only 1 for 4 with an RBI. Thompson had a good day. 2 for 5 with 4 RBIs. So the RBIs were LaFleur with 1, Staub with 1, Thompson with 4, and Aurelio Rodriguez with 1. That's what really happened in actuality. All right. So this is Al, Red Sox fan, saying thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this. It was a little shaky in the beginning. I was off for a while. Man, I mispronounced a lot of names. Anyway, the Detroit wins 7-6. Mark the Bird Fidrych gets a no decision. His record stays at 2-4. Earned run average goes up to 3.47. Hope you enjoyed. Health, happiness. Till next time. Take care. Bye-bye, and God bless.